Back again for another story, are we? Well, let's pick up where we left off. When we last left the story, we were in Bellamontico. Alden and Xavier had been ambushed while in the inn, and Guinevere went to the constable, looking for answers. It seems that there's more going on here than just your average thievery. We pick up the action after the warehouse.
Our heroes walking away from a burning warehouse and a large donation to a questionable church.
It was a donation.
A totally legitimate religious institution.
A donation of fire.
So,
And 4 gold.
Yes. That's how that works, right?
I would like
Yeah.
you all to roll perception. The DC is going to be about
Yeah, I borrowed
16.
because I forgot to go upstairs.
You didn't go upstairs and get your dice?
Yeah, I was here talking to you, Lemons, the whole time.
I got a nat 20.
That doesn't... You still can't crit on a skill check.
It's a 25.
Alden?
23.
23. And Xavier?
19.
19. All right.
We're very skilled.
So,
Did we just
you-
blow all our good rolls on something that
Yes.
doesn't matter?
you wasted all of your rolls on hearing shouts coming up maybe 2 or 3 intersections away from you. You hear some sort of shouting. It sounds like there's a commotion going on.
Oh, great. We wasted all of our rolls on that.
Hey! Stop him!
Oi. I'm going to run in the opposite direction of those yellings.
All right, back towards the warehouse fire.
I'm going to keep going in the direction of the yellings.
Are these yellings?
You can run perpendicular to both the warehouse fire and the yellings, but that's down an alleyway.
Also, I like the idea that yellings is now a thing.
Yeah.
To the yellings.
Are these yellings familiar voices? Like I might recognize an officer that I talked to earlier.
They're
in the
human
day?
voices. They're not coming from familiars.
I will throw
Yes.
some-
Oh, wait.
No, they're not.
So
They're not familiar voices.
I know we're in your house, but I need you to go home.
So it's going to be like that, huh?
Alden is
Paul.
heading towards the commotion.
my die back.
Not the
Take
fire
these.
commotion, the other commotion.
All right, so
'Cause now we are
Alden, are you
sandwiched.
bringing Pico with you?
Of course.
All
He's
right.
a good
Pico and
boy.
Alden start heading towards the commotion. As you head closer, you can sort of hear more of what the yelling's about. You hear a man yelling, "Snakes! They're all snakes!" And then you hear people like, "Keep your voice down, sir."
This has some potential.
Yes,
you-
Alden shouts back, Gwen, someone has potential up here.
Oh damn!
Oh, shit.
All right.
I turn around from the warehouse fire and run back up to you guys.
How close to the inn are we? Can I make it back to the inn and grab my armor? Because
It's
we're not armored up right now.
I am.
I
Why
am.
aren't you?
Why aren't you?
We just left the inn after breakfast. We didn't armor up. I didn't thought.
I absolutely armor up.
Yeah, I totally
Wherever I
armored
go.
up. Are you just walking around in like a nightgown or something? Like, what's
no,
the deal here?
it's closed, but I didn't go. I'm gonna go and die today. I better have armor. No, I was like, I'm gonna go investigate a warehouse.
My methodology is more, I might die today. I need armor.
Yeah, but we're all damaged people, so we all leave as though we're going to war, even if it's just down to the street to the market.
I'm a coward and he's a paranoiac. I don't know what your excuse is.
I'm an overconfident noble.
So,
Okay, so you're fine.
yeah, if anything, it's totally within her character to leave
Yes.
her armor.
I pull out the whistle pendant. It looks like a tiny ocarina and just blow really loud. And Indy bursts out of the stable and runs to my side like Epona.
I was hoping you were going to say you hold up your wristwatch and tap it and the armor flies out of the building to you. And then
There's
I
an
would tell you to
enchantment for
leave.
that.
I'm going to allow this.
No, Indy's not here, and I'm unarmored. Great.
I was gonna say if you fuck up somebody else's horse stable, just have your horse come to
I
you.
can pay for it. I'm flush with gold.
Worth it.
But okay, yeah. So I'm gonna run back to the inn and get my shit.
I come up next to Alden. So what's this I hear about somebody who has potential?
Well, they said something about snakes up the alley, and I figured that sounds like potential.
Oh yeah,
Snakes!
He grabs
Yeah, like that.
his bow and one arrow out of the quiver and goes, "Yeah, I reckon that sounds like somebody who has potential."
All right, you stay behind me.
Yeah.
You hear a man go, "Snakes! They're all snakes!" He runs out of the alleyway and he is pierced with a crossbow bolt. It seems like it went pretty steady as far as a shot goes, because it goes through his upper torso.
I really hate to say this, but I don't think it's snakes. I think it's a crossbow bolt.
Well, that one is, yeah.
I mean, specifically.
They might be figurative snakes.
Is he like running at us or something?
Nope. He sort of tumbles to the ground after the bolt passes through him, and he just sort of hits the ground and starts coughing, and curls up into a fetal position.
Xavier looks to Alden and goes, "Cover me," and walks over to him.
I cover him.
All right, so he coughs one more time, and he sort of holds out a fist towards you, and he goes, "You can't trust them. They're snakes." And he just sort of flops dead.
I feel like he's not being literal.
Is he actually dead? Because if you just go, ugh,
You have to
doesn't
find
mean you're
that out.
dead.
Perception or investigation?
That's gonna be. Let's do a medicine check.
Medicine check. 20.
20.
Not a nat 20.
Yeah, that's all right. So you find his carotid artery. You put your fingers towards it. You feel no pulse.
So he's dead.
Not even a shallow pulse.
Oh, great. Besides the crossbow bolt through him, is there any other visible damage to him?
The crossbow bolt is currently lodged in some mortar between two cobblestones next to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Straight through, huh?
Into the mortar, yeah.
To shreds, you say?
And what of his carotid
What did
artery?
he hand over in his fist?
Nothing. Just
He's holding out a fist.
I open his fist. What's in it?
It looks like a torn corner of a piece of paper.
Anything written on it?
Nope. It does have a picture, though, on it. A glyph of a snake-like humanoid.
that could mean anything.
Why did it have to be snakes? I mean, I don't know.
Are we allowed to say that? Is that copyrighted?
I guess. And what are they going to do? Sue us?
Maybe.
You know who's a lot worse than a snake god? Is copyright lawyers.
You there! Stop!
Oh, God. What? I look up. Do I see anything?
There are more figures at the back of the alleyway.
Really hoping
As
you
they
were going to say
step out,
snakes.
one is a constable, as what it seems like. He's wearing a nice tall hat with a badge on it, and he seems to have like a sort of a shawl on over top, and he hands this crossbow back to a guard.
As
there.
they approach, I get really close to Alden and go, "He said don't trust them. I think that's who he's referring to."
So let's not trust them. But don't hold up your bow just yet.
No, it's okay. I can play along here.
Okay.
So
Play it cool.
Xavier stands up and like brushes himself off and goes, "Oh, this lunatic came stumbling out of an alleyway screaming about snakes or something. What's going on here?"
He looks to you, and he looks to his men, and he goes, "I want you two to search him," and they point to the body on the ground. So these two men start going over and patting this guy down.
Xavier kind of stretches his arms out and like folds them behind himself and puts the little slip of paper into a little pocket on his quiver.
Okay. Yep. So you slide in there, and they go, "Did he hand anything to you or mention anything other than his obviously lunatic rants about snakes?"
He was saying like snakes and something about being shot, and I assume it was that. And he points to the bolts in the ground.
Yes, this man has a derangement.
Yeah, well, and don't get me wrong, I'm not about to tell you how to do your job or anything, but is there any reason why you guys shot him with a crossbow?
Just a precaution. I want you to search this man. He points to you, Xavier.
Oh, I can't have you do that.
I want to have my dog roll an insight check to
Oh,
check
perfect.
this guy out.
Yes.
He's a
I'm a
good boy.
duly appointed. Like while he's talking to his dog, I'm a duly appointed investigator of the Crown. I can't have you doing that.
You are in the city of Belamontico.
I got a 12.
You have a 12 for an insight check?
Yes.
The dog is wary. Very more wary than he would be with a normal person.
It seems like
this
a cautious.
person is
Okay.
powerful.
Like baring his teeth, kind of.
Yeah, it's sort of a vague wariness.
Ears flat
to him.
against the head.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
yeah.
There
not
is no
like
better-
growling, not like I know what's up, but just like this is strange.
Seems
and
sketch.
powerful.
Alden kind of like subtly jerks his head towards the dog to get Xavier's attention.
Xavier like regards the dog with like a very small nod, only pretty much something that only you could tell at this point. Just so we're all on the same page here. And when the guard mentions to search him, he goes, I'm a duly appointed investigator of the Crown. I can't have you doing that.
We will find that out at the station.
He pulls out the decree and holds that in front of him. No need to go to the station. Here's my proof.
And he goes,
hands the
this
decree out.
document will need to be Validified.
Validified. Pal, I don't
Validated.
think that's not a word. He's definitely a snake.
Validified.
He has potential.
Your human tongues are hard to speak words.
Right. No, at that point,
Validated.
Xavier looks to Alden and goes, this guy has a lot of potential, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes, but I think we should wait to see his full potential before getting into anything.
I agree. So tell me, where is this station, boss?
The constabulatory?
Yes, the constabulatory.
Are you new in town?
What?
Yes.
Yes. I'm not sure what else gave it
I'll
away.
have your credentials.
What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Well, I am Constable Langhue.
Langhue, huh?
Langhue.
How long you been a constable here?
Well, I was appointed here by the people, mind you, 10 years ago.
10 years ago, huh?
Yes.
So who's this guy? And he points to the corpse.
He was a deranged lunatic.
Well, I mean, did the deranged lunatic have a name? I mean, deranged lunatic is not much of a...
I didn't catch it before he assaulted my person.
Oh, no. That's awful. That's awful. He assaulted your person.
Quite.
Truly terrible.
Yeah.
Now, are you coming with us, or do we have to use restraints?
Oh, that won't be necessary. We use
You should probably go with them. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You stay out here. You wait for
I'll just wait.
yeah,
I'll wait
just,
till you get back.
Just wait. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Lead the way. I'll go with you quietly.
So he leads, and 4 guards follow you as you... Yeah, the 4 guards that were with him
Watch your ass.
start to follow you towards lockup, as they call it.
Lock up? Oh man.
Yes. So your credentials are taken from you as you get towards the constabulatory building to be validified.
Can I back things up here?
Yeah.
There was something I meant to say to Alden. If I'm not back in like 10 minutes,
Wait longer. Got it.
yes, but also go to the constabulatory and raise hell.
Maybe don't say that in front of them.
10 minutes. Look, I'm a woodsman. I'm not a spy.
I would actually like to. Could I leave Pico there for when Gwyn gets back and kind of tail them to the constabulary?
Yes.
I just like the image of
I'd like to do
you
that.
in a
What's
suit of
Pico-
armor.
what's Pico's intelligence?
His intelligence is 3.
dumb
He's
as a
a
sack
good
of hammers.
He's a
boy.
dog.
He's a good boy.
Tongue out.
He
just
does have
tail
a
wagging.
wisdom of 12, which is weird.
Wise beyond his years, but dumb as a brick.
He's a
I
very
want
sage
you
dog.
to have Pico roll an insight check.
Okay.
To
Now
help.
it's weird.
To help or to slobber.
That's pretty good. 23.
Pico understands your intentions kinesthetically and with the tone of your voice. He's
He gets
able
extra
to
head pats for that.
Yes, he's able to understand that he is to wait here for Gwynvere and to follow your scent trail, your meat man scent trail.
I smell like food, and that makes me appealing.
You're a meat
You
man
rub
centaur.
your armor down with like bacon grease every day.
Yes, just for this.
I mean, I do that in general, but that's, I don't even own dogs.
It's not for this. It's just for fun.
I feel like calling you like a 2-leg or something might be like too
It's racist.
Yeah, right.
much. 2-leg scent trail.
That's gonna be in my grindcore band.
2 legs and trail.
2-leg scent trail.
Are you gonna sing songs about centaurs?
Centaurs.
The first track is all about being just slathered with meat.
It's Sen's Fortress, not Sen's Tower.
Sun's Funhouse is
Sen's
the
Fun-
proper
yes.
term
Oh
for
my god,
it.
yes.
Fucking hate that place.
It's
a great place.
Amazing.
Onion armor. Anyways, all right, so
After you get good at it, it's like a party.
How long has this taken? Because for me to get back to the inn, I'm assuming we're only a couple minutes away, so like 3 minutes to run there and get into our rooms.
Yeah.
Donning armor, because I wear medium armor, takes 5 minutes. And then
Okay.
running downstairs to grab Indy and then gallop back.
I think I'm
the
at the constabulary by now.
yeah, the
Probably,
constabulary
yeah.
is going to be only about 5 minutes away tops from the town. It's going to be sort of central. So you get there. Pico's been waiting there for what seems like probably 6 minutes to him.
He's a good boy.
Yes,
He's a very good dog.
he is a good boy.
If there were ever a subtext under Pico, it's he's a good boy.
Yeah, that's his Borderlands intro. Pico, he's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
You get taken to the constabulary. Alden, are you sort of shadowing them, or are you following them?
I'm shadowing from a healthy distance.
All right. Stealthily?
No, not really.
Okay.
You're just
In the crowds, mostly.
clunking along through the
Clonk,
crowd.
Well, assuming there are
clonk, clonk.
crowds.
All right.
What
It's
time is it? Sorry.
you guys were gotten up out of bed. It's
Midday.
Midday. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, we'll have like sun almost setting.
Oh, so
The
like
warehouse
dusk-
fire during
late
midday
midday.
would have been a really bad idea.
Yeah.
It's getting late. Post twilight. Okay. Luckily, the guards do not spot you at all.
Oh,
They're pretty focused on making sure that this. Did you give a name?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
You handed over
This,
your credentials, though.
Well, they took my credentials from me, so eventually they'll figure out that my name is Xavier. But
Yes. That this John Doe doesn't make a move.
do I notice him following us?
Roll me a perception on that. And I'm going to have Alden, you're going to roll in oppose stealth.
24.
You fail it, I'm assuming.
Probably.
Yes.
I think I get disadvantage on it because I'm in armor. 6.
Yep.
So I
You
at least,
easily spot him.
all right, but the guards don't, which
The guards do not.
makes
no.
Xavier wonder just how stupid these guards are.
They're
I'll tell
focused on you.
They're just very focused on you, and because they didn't unarm you, that they're worried you might just pull a knife and cut Lang you.
I
Which is
definitely have
fair.
2 fairly large swords crossed behind my back.
Yes.
You are bedecked in weapons.
Festooned with weapons.
We just found this dude who was armed to the teeth in the middle of the road asking questions, and we decided to arrest him.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I don't think anyone would call police brutality on that one.
No.
I would arrest him too.
He came without a fuss. Oh, fuck, I've seen a lot of movies.
So-
I know where this is going.
The
I've
doors,
seen The Matrix.
Yeah, right.
The doors to the constabulary open
shit.
as you approach. There seem to be some guards outside.
Finger guns. How you doing? How you doing?
As you get walk into it, there seems to be a nice office.
Finger arrows.
Nice finger arrows. Finger bows.
Finger bows. Yeah.
You can finger crossbow. You do it
Yeah.
once, and then you have to wait like 3 minutes while you reload.
1, 2.
You do 1, and then you pull your thumb back. 2.
Yes.
All right,
that
so
one So
constabulary.
you walk in. It's got nice wood and some frosted glass everywhere. You see a couple of women dressed like tarts and strumpets sitting there, and they're sort of leaning over the desks talking to some of the constables there, and they're sort of laughing. And you see that there's like a box of patisseries that are probably a day old, and as you enter this sort of office, it says Constable Langhue on it. There seems to be like 3 or 4 other constables' offices around here, but Langhue's office is the one he directs you into.
Okay, I'm gonna go in there and do. Am I disarmed, or do they let me
Nope.
keep my weaponry?
You have your weaponry with you.
All right, I go.
These
in,
guys are bad.
I go and take a seat in his office.
This place is as safe for them as would be the middle of a constabulary, and they were all constables.
Safe as houses.
Yeah, basically.
Safer than houses.
Safe as a really safe house.
Safe
a-
as safe houses.
Like a safe house, if you will.
Safe as safe rooms. You enter this constable's office, and he directs you to have a seat. And he sits behind his desk, and the four other deputies sort of walk in and take up positions around the room, sort of leaning up against things, arms folded. You know.
Xavier kind of lets out a pent up breath and goes, "All right, so you're the good one, and these 2 are the bad ones, right?"
One of the guys looks around and he goes, "No, usually him and him are bad." And Constable Langhue's like, "Shut up!" He's just,
Man, that's really fast. That's a new record for a constable telling me to shut up during an interrogation.
and he goes, listen to me. And he pulls out a sheet of paper, and he just sort of puts his glasses down on his nose, and he seems to go over and he fills in a couple of sections, and while looking at you, he goes, "This could go quite a few different ways.
Ooh, I love this part.
1, you can sign this document and be on your way. 2, we may have to book you."
Is this the thing where he like slid it over to me?
Yes.
So Xavier actually reaches into his pocket and pulls out a foldable pair of eyeglasses.
All right.
Like very slowly
Yes.
unfolds them with like a click, 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 puts them on, adjusts them a few times, cracks his neck, leans back, grabs the sheet of paper and like snaps it like a morning paper.
Yes.
Lawyer mode.
He's being very painfully slow about this.
All right. It is mostly written in legalese, which is its own language outside of most languages.
Yeah, right.
You don't have proficiency in
I don't
that
have
one.
proficiency in lawyer.
Essentially, what it breaks down to is a man named Ernest Mills was witnessed by, and there's a blank spot for your name, as assaulting an officer and trying to run away instead of facing charges. He was also seen to be dangerous and holding some sort of weapon in his hand. The officer, known as Constable Langhue, was well within his rights to execute him extrajudiciously
Okay.
due to these conditions.
Constable, do
And
you
it
have
has you as listed as a witness.
Constable, do you have a first name? I feel like if we're doing this, I should be calling you by your first
First
name.
name is Constable.
Yeah.
Constable Langhue.
Constable Langhue, yeah.
Constable Michael.
Michael, listen. I'm going to give you 200 gold, and then this whole situation is going to just evaporate. And then I'm going to walk out of here because I want nothing to do with this.
And he's like,
I forget you, you forget me, we
and he
forget
goes,
each other.
200 gold.
Yeah, 200 gold. And it's like we never
And
met.
he calls over one of the junior deputies and sort of whispers in his ear. And the guy goes, "Well, I think so."
Xavier like kind of puts his hands behind his back like he's, like kind of
Yeah.
thinking, but he has his hands on both of the hilts of his swords.
All right. So, it's like 200 gold pieces, you say?
Yeah, 200.
Well, we could put that for helping clean up the town. That would be quite a good donation. We could
Yeah.
use it. And he sort of gestures towards the desk, which holds no coins on it.
Okay. So Xavier reaches into his quiver and his hand slides up from the hilt of his sword to his quiver and he grabs his, the little coin purse thing.
Right.
Grabs 200 gold pieces, slams them down on the table and went, "You never met me. I never met you. I have no idea what was going on. Deal?"
He goes, "I think we have an arrangement." And he sort of shakes your hand, and as you go to walk out, he sort of turns from like as he goes, "Bring in Masha." And you see one of the prostitutes gets led into the room, and as the door's closing, you're like, "Oh, I'll sign it. How much?" And you sort of leave. As you're leaving, would be about the time that Guinevere is arriving at the station.
So I'm just going to go ahead and subtract 200 gold from my
Whoops, here you
fucking
go.
inventory. I've never bribed the police. Okay.
He paid a prostitute to sign as a witness and drop charges against her.
Xavier,
Corruption.
Xavier feels very stupid having been basically had by the
Right.
man. This is like the ultimate insult
That's the
to him.
beginning of your revenge story.
Oh no, we're doing this now.
I gave a cop money. How dare he?
Yeah, I literally allowed them to perform in-motion taxation against me. So this guy could get his Johnson wet.
I don't even feel represented right now.
There was no representation. And while that woman's in there meeting the senator, I'm out here fucking in the middle of the wilderness
So
It's a very senatorless place.
What did I get out of this?
I've met Pico and followed him Lassie-like on horseback through the streets.
Yes. As you approach, there's a man in a grade leather, probably troll hide duster.
Okay.
He is going up the stairs as the doors open, and you see Xavier is sort of pushed out. As you're pushed out, Xavier, you sort of run your shoulder into this guy's shoulder, and he sort of turns and faces you. He's got like a sharp glare looking at you.
You got 5 seconds to avert that gaze.
Are you new in town?
Take a guess.
Yeah, you're new in town. You must be the people that caused the whole ruckus, showing off those letters signed by King Rekmog.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you mean this one? And he pulls out the...
And he holds it up and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's legitimate.
Yeah. Who are you?
Oh, my name is Dirk Greysteel."
Oh my god.
Please tell me you're just coming up with these on the fly.
Xavier's entire appearance immediately drops, and he goes, "I like that name."
He goes, "I'm an investigator here in town."
Oh my god.
He sticks a hand out.
He shakes it heartily.
All right.
And he goes,
Seems like a
"Well,
manly handshake.
let me know if you run into any sort of strange occurrences."
Oh, no. I got a strange
And
occurrence
he has
for
to
you.
walk away. And
Wait a second.
Yeah?
I got a strange occurrence for you right now. Walk with me.
And he's like,
Away from everybody else.
all right. And he sort of sets a folio down on the ground and sort of slides it up towards the building. He goes, "See anything strange happen since you've been here? Anything off?"
I walk out of earshot of the guards standing in front of the door, and I assume you're probably like...
I'm probably waiting outside the building.
Yeah. So I introduce the two of you. Alden, this is an investigator. Are you an investigator with the constabulary, or are you consultant?
I'm a consultant.
Oh, perfect. So this is an independent investigator.
Personally, those guys are dickholes.
Yeah, I know.
Why are you wearing that coat?
This coat? Well, it conceals these. And he opens it up, and there's two full metal crossbows, one on each side of his hip.
Holy shit.
You don't play around.
Yeah.
My hat's off to you.
These
Good
are
sir.
full metal jacketed bolts.
I was hoping it'd be full of dirks.
I mean,
Maybe that's me.
we all don't get what we want. So, did you see what happened in the alleyway on the other side of town by the warehouses?
Do you actually say the comment about Dirks?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
He sort of looks at you and he goes, "Any knife that's visible on a person is useless." And he sort of looks away from you.
Well,
Homie
it
don't
would have been
play.
inside your coat, so
Where's-
it wouldn't be okay.
Homie don't play, apparently.
This just raises other questions about where he's keeping them.
That just
Oh.
raises further questions.
I think it's
The
pretty
man
obvious.
is full of knives.
He's actually, his
Small of
skeleton
his
is
back.
knives.
There's a 4 holstered on the small of his back, 2 over each kidney.
He's doing the blade holster.
Yeah, for sure, man. Cavalry draw.
So this
Whoa,
guy's
so
the kind
cool.
of guy who has the trench coat, but also a fedora at home.
Oh,
And he takes
no.
videos of himself for YouTube.
Oh,
my
no. There's a video of him on Imgur practicing.
I
Against
can
a
cut in
bottle.
half 13 jugs with one stash from me picking knife. No,
his-
he's not that guy.
from
Please
his
edit that out.
No, and you see, I've been listening to Snow Crash, and now all I can think of is his katana. The redneck katana. And I'm like, no, stop saying that word.
Just like that hero got fired from one of his delivery jobs for assaulting a client with a sword, which is an extremely me thing to be fired for.
I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking about you when I heard that.
I've had that tendency. Who hasn't?
He carries two swords. I'm like, oh,
Only 2.
this is Damien I'm hearing now. This is just Damien, and these are his adventures.
Hero protagonist. Thank you. I do want his business card, though. Absolutely.
Hero protagonist, greatest sword fighter. Oh god, even though he wrote
Last of the freelance hackers.
Yeah, there we go. That just and have it be metal like Steve Wozniak's business card.
Yeah, why the fuck not?
All right. So, anyways, so this guy Gray, I'm just gonna call him Gray because I can't say the whole name without laughing. All right. So Gray, I'm not really sure how else to put this, but there was a guy who came running out of an alleyway with a bolt through his abdomen, screaming about snakes. And he reaches into his quiver and pulls out the sheet. And he goes, in his last dying breath, he gave me this.
Snake madness seems to be going around lately.
Man, I can't believe that's a thing.
opens
That
up
case of the snakes.
he opens up a metal folio and he sort of pulls out a hand-rolled cigarette and he puts it in his mouth.
Is it bent a little
he
bit at the
snaps
front?
his finger. Yeah, it's bent a little bit. He snaps his fingers and there's a small flame and he lights it and then he just sort of shakes his hand out.
I want to say I love this guy, but I also hate this guy
Oh, yeah.
and everything he stands for.
This guy is everything noir, and I love it. Like he's a dead man.
He's
Yeah,
not,
Snake
he's not gonna live
Madness.
through this.
No.
Snake madness has been going around the city for at least the past year.
Yeah, he said not to trust the police, specifically the police.
Police. Yeah, everybody gets a different neurotic target, from politicians to police officers.
But you see,
it just
then
happens.
but you
Alden starts eyeballing Xavier.
I have no idea what that's just ridiculous. Stop looking at me like that, Alden. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm looking at you too, but I've got the full kettle helm on, so you can't see.
But
me.
I just hear a squeak as I see you turn and look at me. You do like the bat turn where your entire
it's
torso.
not heavy armor. That's what he does.
Yeah.
I'm still limber and everything. I've just got actual protection now.
But there's like a shuffle of the clanking of metal on metal as you turn.
I'm also leading Indy.
Ah.
Indy's staring at you too.
You're being stared down.
Yeah.
Is the
Indy
dog
has
staring at me?
No.
Oh,
My horse has 2 intelligence, and he knows that you resemble this remark.
I pet your dog because he's a good dog.
He is a good dog.
He's a very good boy.
So he goes, and then they led me into the police station, or the Then they led me into the constabulary, and then they tried to get me to sign a phony waiver that said this guy attacked them, and that I was party to it.
Did you see him attack him?
No, I saw him run out of an alleyway and then get shot with a bolt.
I really don't like to pin anything on the constables unless I have proof, but I'd say I could go with your instinct. You seem like a pretty honest fella.
Also, I paid him 200 gold to make the whole thing go away, and then they financed a prostitute with it.
Yeah, you seem like a
nice
pretty
job.
dishonest fella. Never mind.
I thought I could trust you, man.
Well,
I can't just stand by and watch this, Xavier.
200 gold pieces seems like a lot for a bribe.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while since I've had to bribe the authorities, okay?
Well, I know a good patisserie around here, so we could go get some pastries. It's the only place open this late.
God, I could use
I
a
know who's
donut.
buying.
Yeah.
Is it eyeballs you?
Probably not him. He's broke now.
Thank you, Alden. I know.
Just thought you wanted the reminder.
No, it's okay. And he goes to pet Pico again. It's like a way to channel this fury somewhere else.
Who is going to take care of Gregory now? He needs to have stabling and food. How are you going to take care of your responsibilities to that horse?
That's on you.
That's on you.
It's his horse!
I didn't even know I had a horse, let alone that it had a name.
You bought him and named him Gregory a week ago.
Did I?
Yes!
Shit.
It's been a long week.
It's been a long week.
So,
It's been like 2 months. It's been like a month since I've been.
Indy is very mad. Indy is bristling.
Indy is as dumb as a stack of logs. No, that's an insult to the logs. Indy is about as dumb as the dirt he stands on.
You do know he's got a trample attack, right?
Can he understand English?
He knows enough.
Or is it him just hearing womp 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 womp
Roll an
India?
insight check.
Womp 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 Indy.
So he walks over to a business that seems to be called Constables and Croissants, and he sort of holds the
I'm
door
gonna kill
open
you.
for
I
you.
love it. Did they have a
Perfect.
like some sort of fried round nut with a hole in it, but it's like a flaky dough?
Yes,
Yeah.
this place actually fries their croissants too. They deep fry
so
them.
good.
Oh, perfect.
So good.
Layers of creme in
Yes,
between.
yeah. Some of them are
Maple
filled.
flavor.
Maple, yes, that includes some of them with a hint of rose flavoring.
Ooh, okay.
Cream.
So who wants to stop and go get donuts?
Right. In Claire.
Yeah, we can make that
It's only
drive.
2 hours away.
Easy.
So
He'll be open.
Yeah. All right, so
He just goes up to
Xavier.
the counter. I'll just have the usual, and they give him like two of these fried croissants with cream bursting out the sides and a dark caffeine drink.
Perfect. Yeah. I think they had
I'm-
I
tea.
think coffee exists.
I'm done. It's coffee. I'm not gonna call it calf or something like. Really,
No, it's 2 cups
you know,
of coffee.
Like, ooh, really mysterious.
If we can
Fantasy
have
coffee.
silk clothing, we can have coffee to drink.
Yeah, or tea. I mean, if you really are,
Yeah.
if you really are stretching, just be like, yeah, you have tea. Fuck it.
He's got coffee.
Yeah, we had coffee. I will have coffee and donuts with this Grayson detective.
This bantam
This
detective.
Private dick.
This
I'm
dick.
also a ghost.
Hey, we got one of those too.
Yes.
Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Probably for the best.
Fuck that guy.
So you're saying the constables shot a man dead in front of you,
Yeah.
and he was yelling about snakes.
And he said also specifically not to trust them. And I assume the only them he was referring to are the people who shot him. But
Yes.
he could be referring to somebody else.
That is true. Not enough hard evidence. Well,
Well, I mean, the hard evidence is that the police tried to bribe me, but
you guys are new in town, and I know you might not be as familiar with our ways. This has been happening more and more, and I'd really like to get to the cause of it. Shooting these people dead in the street doesn't really help me identify the source of this snake madness.
wait a second. How many people have been shot in the street for this?
He'd make 3 this month.
3 this month?
Well, that's not that many.
Yes.
But like, so
Seem to always target people high up in the bureaucracy, and they're always like, "There's snakes."
Well, we might have some leads on snaky business.
yeah. What do you make of this? And I show him the parchment.
He starts flipping through his notes that he has in a notebook, and he's like, yes, that does line up with Mershulk.
Yeah,
I did
that's the
some
one.
research in some of the old lore just to see if what these people said actually made sense. Some of these people are onto some stuff and books that seem that they haven't been touched in
Oh, good.
probably
So
hundreds
you
of
already
years.
know. What do we have to burn down?
Yeah.
We're mostly good at burning things down.
We're on
Burn
Doesn't
down.
seem to be our move.
I just came from a warehouse fire, actually.
Yeah, that was
There was a lot of weird
Tragic.
snake stuff in it.
it's really tragic.
I'm sure that's just a coincidence.
Yeah, I can't believe. You know how they say they're Tinder, they just go up.
Snakes?
Yeah. Warehouses, but I mean also snakes. I mean,
Sort of looks at you guys. He's like, well, you know, you can follow me. I'll walk you back to wherever you're staying. The streets aren't really nice this time of year. People go missing at night.
I think we can. I appreciate the offer, but in that regard, I think we're fine.
Yeah, we'll manage.
Yeah, but what I want you to do is we're staying at this inn. I write down on a napkin where we're staying.
He's like, the one with the attack last night. I'm glad you guys avoided it.
Yeah, avoided it.
Do,
Yeah.
do you need, if the streets aren't safe, I mean, I know you're pretty well armed, but do you need an escort back to your office? We can, you know.
My armor is my reputation.
And also my armor.
Out of
And also this armor. It's,
out of
it's really
character, this guy has a whiff of the dude who's going to turn up dead in the morning syndrome on him.
He feels lucky.
He's either going to die or he's going to kill us. Maybe both.
I mean, he'll die in the process of trying to kill us.
Yeah. If he lives long enough to fight an Organiconda, he can produce fire. So I think he's going to be okay.
Did you just pull that out of your ass?
No, it's in our notes.
Oh,
That's what we
organic-
call them, yeah.
Organiconda?
I have no memory
instead
of
Yeah, I don't either.
Look, it's right.
Am I having a stroke? Did we come up with that?
or
is-
offals.
It's,
what I
it's
call them.
weird that I don't remember that because it's a good name.
I know. I feel like that's
It's a
something.
good band name.
I feel like it's something we'd come up with, and yet I have no recollection of it.
So it slipped my mind.
Organiconda.
Yeah, we totally.
Fuck, that's a good one.
I did come up with it, but it was a while ago.
I had the same moment last night when I was at my sword class.
Yeah, here. Organicondas.
Wild.
Organiconda. Organiconda.
My teacher said, "Oh, the test for these ranks is going to be forms 1 through 6." I'm like, "Did he mean 5? Is there a 6th? Did we learn a 6th?" And he starts doing it. I'm like, "I don't remember any of this." And then I start doing it. I'm like, "Oh, I remember all of this."
Little did I know.
It was super weird.
It was within me the whole time.
My muscle memory remembered it. My brain memory did not.
Yeah, right. You ever have moments like that where you're like, am I having a stroke? No.
Why do I know how to do this?
Yeah.
Am I fucking John Wick?
This is
Yeah,
MK
that's-
Ultra. I've been fucking activated.
That stuff's so
I'm
weird.
Jason Bourne. Oh my god, I'm Jason Bourne.
Jesus Christ, I'm Jason Bourne.
It's really weird though, because a lot of the karate movements when you're in hand-to-hand fighting are like the same, even though they're different moves. The way your hands move are the same, but you're doing a different technique to the person. So like you might do a neck break the exact same way as you do a wrist lock, the same way as you would do an arm bar. They're just like really slight variations. So sometimes you get your like muscle memory where you're like, I've never seen that technique before, and then you do it and you're like, oh my god, and you're like, that was really good, and you're like, where did that come from? You're like, oh, it's this move, and you're like, I've been practicing the move that I didn't know until just now.
Until just
For
now.
years. And that part's really weird.
Sleeper agent.
Yeah.
Clearly,
Yeah.
I am.
He sort of leaves his mug on the table and his plate with the crumbs on it. He sort of brushes some out of his 5 o'clock shadow, and he's like, all right, I'll be seeing you. And he opens up his duster and he pulls out a hat and he puts in a
Is it a fedora?
It's a trilby.
Trilby. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
Trilby. And he just sort of turns and walks out, flipping up the collar of his coat.
Rorschach's journal.
God.
Does he have a business card?
Nope, he doesn't have a business card.
That would have been the capper.
Yeah, he has it in his hand.
Greatest tipper
Yes.
the world's ever seen.
So he starts to walk out, and he jams his hands in his pockets and
Fucking-
starts walking.
does it start raining
the
as soon as he
opposite
does that?
Yes.
But only over
start
him.
raining,
It's
but
real
it's-
weird.
Starts raining. You guys open the door, and it's just not anymore, and he's gone.
Oh my god, editor me, cut to LA Noire theme over this whole scene.
All right.
Every time he talks, that's just the sound that comes
Every
out.
time this guy talks, I'm playing the LA Noire theme under him. Oh,
All right. So you guys are all at a patisserie, and it's pretty dark out and a little bit rainy.
So
That guy caused a rainstorm.
I'm gonna buy a donut. A single donut.
A single donut.
I'm
to
gonna
take
chow
home?
down on the one
Yes.
that I had.
I'm gonna buy 24 donuts because this is way better than the breakfast we're gonna get at the inn tomorrow if we live through the night.
We're
I'm getting really hungry right now.
A, yes. B, it's gonna be slop, so I'll order a dozen as well.
I think 3 dozen is enough.
You're right. 3 dozen's enough. I'll take a dozen.
A dozen apiece. Got it.
We're just at
The lady was
table
not
stomped
prepared.
down.
The lady working the counter was not prepared for this many donuts at this hour, and she has to make new ones. So you guys are there
I'll
for
tell
a
you what.
while
Actually,
waiting.
if she's making a new thing, I mean, it's constables and croissants.
Yes.
I'm ordering croissants. Is actually what I'm saying. Yeah, it's not donuts. We're not at Cops and Donuts.
Yes.
That
We're
would
gonna
be.
get
I'm
There are
getting- I'm
deep
getting a
fried
donut.
croissants, though.
I'm getting a donut. Fuck it. I go, just clear out the racks of the rest of the stuff you got.
There
I'll
are
pay half
croissants that are
price.
deep fried.
Are there day-old bagels or something? Something
Day-old
suitable
croissants.
for a.
I'll take Dale croissants for a couple
course,
silver.
Silver, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, that's worth a lot.
One silver piece for all
I
the
can buy my
Dales.
whole rack of day-old croissants."
Done. He flips her a piece of silver.
So yeah, actually, how much does 2 dozen croissants cost?
2 dozen croissants is gonna cost 5 copper.
Fuck it, it's a red letter day of spending money. I've already spent 200 gold that I'll never see again.
Why not spend
A
one
silver.
Yeah.
He gives the woman behind the counter 2 gold pieces. He's like, you know what,
You're gonna get us into more fights.
you deserve this.
This is why you're broke.
Oh my sir, thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. Someone deserves to have a better day than I do. He slides the 2 gold pieces over to her.
Maybe
Okay.
you're very bad with money.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you know this, but I'm not exactly a financier.
I can tell you'd be terrible at it.
Yeah,
So
I tried my hand at it once.
You guys are each handed 1 bag per dozen donut. Or I almost said cronuts. That's actually trademarked, so I can't say that.
Is it?
You guys walk out with 1 greasy bag full of croissants that have been fried, or regular croissants. You walk out with about 5 because you have bought all the day-old ones.
It's
too.
5 bags of croissants.
Yes, so you're
Awesome.
holding like 2 in each hand, or 3 in one hand and 2 in the other hand.
He's got
They're
one in
pretty
his
big,
mouth already.
yeah. Yes.
He's like, for day old, these aren't that bad.
All right. So you guys start to head back towards the inn. It's not too hard to find. It's about 5 minutes away. When you're attacked,
Fuck.
roll initiative.
Oh, I have a bag of
Yes.
croissants in my hand.
Yes, per dozen you ordered.
Joke's on you. I only got a donut.
They're fresh. They're steaming hot. They're still covered in hot oil. Throw them at the guy.
No, you're holding the new ones. I'm holding day olds.
I thought you bought another dozen new ones.
No, I bought her whole rack of day olds for like a silver
what,
piece.
What good are you then? I got a 19.
You do something.
I'm good. I got a 19.
22.
Oh, fuck.
5.
5.
I'm eating a donut. I'm in a very chill donut place right now, and I wasn't expecting to be attacked.
It's like a musical sting and like swords, and you're just like,
Oh!
what happened?
I like to think that you've got the full helm and the donut's like under it. You're like reaching up under, kind of.
I'm not a savage. I put the visor up.
It's like a cartoon. There's like little crumbs coming out of like the visor.
I do slam the visor closed as soon as fighting happens. Though.
It cuts part of the donut off.
I gotta clean that off later.
Yes.
It's all jellied now.
Oh no! You got jelly donut all over the
Is
helm.
it a cherry jelly donut so it looks really gnarly?
Yes.
It looks like you fucking bit somebody's ear off.
I get a bonus to intimidation thanks to donut.
Thanks,
Finally, it paid off.
thanks, donut. I've been eating donuts for 6 campaigns straight,
For this very moment.
and then I rolled a 6 on my initiative.
All
I
right.
really hope we're being
Yeah.
attacked by Dirk just to
So-
prove we're good at this. And we won't be.
And by the way, I've still got Indy with me. I'm leading him, but he is still a warhorse and has a kick attack. Just so you know. So should I roll for his initiative too? I
Nope.
guess or.
Nope, he's with you.
With my
Okay,
only free action,
cool.
I'm going to gently set the bags of donuts down.
All right, so you guys are getting attacked right away. No, it's a surprise
Oh.
round. So they're
Sweet.
Fuck my donuts! Oh man, there's gonna be croissants left, right, and center.
So a sword slashes out towards you, Xavier.
You die.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy.
A man runs me through with a sword, and that's how it
Top
ends.
your donuts.
With a 22 to hit.
Whoa.
Good.
I have some
I'm
news.
sorry, I was kidding. But you do die.
That hits. Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right, he only does 4.
Oh,
you.
thank God.
Yes. It is a slashing attack with an oddly curved sotel, or just a forward curving sword.
Do I
a
see
scythe,
who is
a
attacking
scythe
me?
sword. You see an arm come out and just slash from the shadows. As you turn to see, you see a snake-eyed person wearing robes with some sort of gold and teal armor. Just gauntlets. And
Got good fashion sense.
yeah.
You cost me 200 gold today.
Gwenvir, you're attacked for 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Wow. Okay, that's 9 slashing damage. That's actually pretty intense.
Yeah, that.
So you turn to see the first person who attacks Xavier, and as you do, you catch a scimitar to like the back shoulder area.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm glad I
not
went and
fun.
got my armor. Yeah.
Yes.
The good thing is though, as a fighter, I'm just a wall of meat.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
All
you're
in?
the wall of meat this time.
One of the walls of meat. I'm the meat
20.
buttress. He's
Oh
the
my
wall.
gosh. These guys are all competent for their surprise attack. I'm surprised.
That hits.
All right. So it's 8 slashing damage.
I reduced that by 3. I
Okay.
take 5.
5.
Nice.
I don't like how this is going so far. I'm
So
not a huge
you guys
fan.
all see they're wearing what looks like black robes, except for they have gauntlets and what looks like greaves, jellies on their shins. They do. They're gold and teal enamel. They're wielding scimitars that seem to be curved like scythes,
Yeah.
sharpened on the inside of the curve.
Snake's hilts. Snake something.
Nah, not that you can see really quickly just by
Is it
glancing
a
at them.
shotel or a kopesh?
It's a sotel, a shotel. Yeah.
I like the Kopesh better.
Ooh, set
Kopeshes are cool.
They are.
Nothing wrong with a Kopesh. These guys are Shotoms.
They're not having any, though.
I feel like their great swords are going to be like two-handed Kopeshes.
That'd be pretty great.
That'd be cool.
Xavier offers a bag of donuts.
All right. That's what you're going to do for first action?
Well, I mean, my hands are full, so I've got to do something with these bags.
Throw it at them.
Throw them. Or, no, I mean, you got the day
They're
olds.
day olds. Throw them.
Yeah.
How long would it take me to eat all of them?
Yeah, right.
1 round.
He continues munching on the first one that's already in his mouth, and then chucks the 2 bags in either hand, or no, chucks the 4 bags that are in both of his hands at the assailant in front of him, and goes for his 2 swords.
All right, so you're gonna throw them. So you're just doing it to generate chaos.
Basically, just to like pocket sand, but with donuts.
Okay,
That'd be
so
like a maneuver kind of thing.
you have
Pocket
advantage
goods.
on your attack.
Okay.
Yes. So roll it twice and take the higher of the 2.
16 and a 15, so so 22 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. All right, so that's 6 with the first one.
Okay.
So brings it down on the other guy. Do I have advantage on the second one as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
Okay. On a 4, so 10 damage total.
Okay. You seem to get in 2 cuts. One sort of glances off of his bracer, and the other one actually does a nice cut up his torso.
Nice.
So you score a palpable hit.
Perfect.
All right. Next up, Gwynvere.
All right. So for Indy, does he attack instead of me, or do I attack and then Indy goes?
I think it's instead of
Yeah, it's gonna be instead.
Okay. All right. So then I'm gonna say when I get hit, 'cause you said it was like back shoulder, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stumble forward and sort of accidentally pull on Indy's reins, and he's gonna wheel and kick the guy who sworded me in the head
Okay.
with his hoof attack. He's such a good boy.
Not as good as my boy.
Well, I got a 7, but
And
that's
roll again.
still what?
Roll again.
Oh,
One more time.
sweet. Oh, much better. Okay, so that's a 24 to hit.
A 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Good.
So I need. Uh, 9 to the guy's face.
9.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh wait. No, that's a 13. I forgot to add to strength.
To put the
13 to hit.
Okay. So
Or
only one of the
13
hooves
damage.
catches him, but it catches him at an upward angle in the chest below the ribs. So he sort of stumbles backwards and takes a second to regain his breath
got kicked in the
Good
chest by a
boy.
fucking horse.
at an
Yep.
upward angle.
Nice.
All right. Cool. So let's go with Xavier. We'll do the same order. Xavier, you're getting attacked.
Okay. Bring it.
Cool.
He's about to.
It's already been brought.
Okay, that's a really good disadvantage roll. He rolled a 20 and a 3.
Oh.
Oh, thank goodness. Because thank God for that bag of donuts.
Yes. He's sort of irritated because you just threw a whole bunch of sacks of donuts and he tried to fend them off with whatever's in his hand, and then you cut him through it. So he sort of stumbles backwards and does a half-hearted swing and misses you.
Ah, yes. The donuts were always a tactical option.
That's why you got so many. In retrospect.
Tactical donuts. In truth, Xavier was always taught to buy a lot of things that would come in bags so he could use them as impromptu pocket sand when you don't actually
Also,
have pocket
they're
sand.
delicious.
Also, they're delicious.
Also, you can give the food back to the people, right?
Yeah, that
No.
too.
No.
But also portable pocket sand.
Fuck the people. What'd they ever do for me?
Yeah, they made me go to the woods. Fuck it, put them in the sea.
No, the people, not the government.
Oh, the
not
government.
the man.
Does 19 hit Indy?
Yeah, it does.
Indy gets shish kebabbed.
He's a horse.
Even weirder.
He gets snaked. Snake kebabbed.
My horse doesn't have potential.
He's about to.
He's gonna see what potential looks like.
This is like the flood. Basically, whatever
So-
touches it just becomes that. It's gonna become a snake.
Indy takes 6 damage
That's fine. He
from
can
the
do
bite
that.
attack, and then 2d6 poison. So it's
Did
7
a fucking
poison.
snake just come out and bite him?
No, a weird man with snake eyes just bit your horse.
What?
And when he pulls his head back, you could swear he had fangs that were 8 inches long.
I'm gonna cut that thing's head off.
You know what? Just kill all of them.
Yeah.
Just have
Let's
all of
let's
them.
just kill all of them. I mean, I really feel like they all earned it at this point.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Fuck them.
All right. Alden? I'm on fire today, man.
Stop it.
22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay.
Can I feel like we should give you some other dice, like the ones that we rubbed on
murder
somebody's
ball it.
butt or something.
I just bought more of these to add to the family, so they're all happy.
Oh, good. So they're all great die.
All right, so that is 5.
Total?
Yeah, total.
I'm gonna parry.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my reaction and spend a superiority die to reduce that by 7. Okay.
Nice.
I take nothing.
So you sort of use your
A shield.
blade.
A big old
Use your
shield.
shield? Yes,
Yeah.
to sort of pass the attack by you.
The way a shield do.
Alright. Alden?
So Pico's running around the fight, barking and buffing his head off,
Being a
but
good
not
boy.
really contributing.
He's a good boy.
The guy that just tried to attack me, I'm going to swing at him with my flail.
Ooh.
I'm going to try to flail him real good. I assume a 12 doesn't hit.
Does not.
I'm going to action surge
Okay.
and attack again
Just surge.
with a different die because I don't like that one. Okay, how about a 25?
Definitely hits.
Sweet. A palpable difference.
Also misses. No.
This guy's AC is 78.
So that's 12 damage.
12 damage. Oh my gosh.
Fuck
And if he survives that, I'm going to use my Shield Master
He
feat
does.
to do a bonus action to shove him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I picked up Shield Master, which is sweet. So as soon as the flail lands, I bash him
Crushes
with my
his
shield.
collarbone, and you bash him back into a wall.
Yeah, I'm going to try to knock him prone.
Just accordion the guy.
All right. Deal an additional. Let's do D6 bludgeoning damage.
No, I probably don't hit because that was an 11 with my shield.
Oh, you have to roll a separate hit for your shield? Okay.
It's a bonus action.
Yeah, that's a miss. Sure you don't
But
want
I
to use an
tried.
inspiration point?
Do I have one?
Yeah, Rui's got one.
Can I use that for a reroll? We've literally never used inspiration ever. I don't know how it works.
Roll a d4 and add it to
This
your-
is the part where we add inspiration in for no reason.
Yeah. I didn't even know that we had inspiration points. I thought we had to do stuff for him.
13?
13?
Yeah,
It's a hit.
just barely.
Yes.
My God.
Just barely.
So the shove does no damage on its own, but you said
Add
plus
a
D6?
d6, yes.
Okay.
That's going to be bludgeoning because you're going to hit him with a shield into a wall before he falls down.
4.
4, okay.
So you really fucked this guy up.
He got clonged.
Yeah.
Yes.
El Kabal.
He tried to hit me with a sword, and I didn't like it.
So you hit him with a shield
And a flail.
in a gross demonstration of brutality.
Yes, it's justified.
Yes, completely.
Xavier, it's your turn. I think you actually have initiative.
Oh,
Xavier.
fuck yeah. Right. Thank you, Tom.
There are all 3 of them left. The one who just got shield bashed and prone is the best target, but you're going to have to use your movement action to do it.
So I can't move and attack, right?
Yes, you can move and attack. Yep.
Yeah.
Or I could just stand in my position and shoot him with a bow.
Yep, you can attack the guy near you, or trying to shoot with a bow. The problem is there is a guy who is near you and engaged with you, so pulling out a bow and firing at somebody else is going to provoke an opportunity attack by the guy near you.
You know, I'm going to slash the one guy and then try to stick my sword into the other guy on the ground.
Okay, you're going to attack, move, attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
No,
Reasonable
wait, do I
feat.
still have advantage or no?
No, you do not.
Oh, well then that
donuts in the air.
then that first attack misses.
Okay, that misses as you start to dash off towards You retreat away from him.
19 to thrust my sword into the other guy on the ground.
Throw your sword in the other guy on the ground.
Yeah.
All right, that hits.
Okay. 2 damage.
2 damage.
Make me sad.
Yeah.
Really? Even with your strength mod?
Oh, do I add strength modifier to that?
So your damage.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Then 6.
6.
Yes.
Okay, so it's 4. Okay.
Yep.
So I'll add 4 to your last attack.
Oh, and yeah, and 4 to my last attack as well.
I'll add 8 to your last attack.
Yeah, so really 8 damage.
Snake cultist on the ground seems to not be doing so well.
Yeah.
No, he is on the ground and he just got hit with a morning star and then he just got stabbed. All right.
He gives up.
Gwynvere, you are up.
Yeah, okay, so I'm thinking that I have gathered my wits. There were 4 of these guys?
There are 3 of them.
1 for each of us? Okay. So
The guy with a
Alden's
snake face
dead.
bit your horse.
Yeah. Is he still alive? Which one did Alden
He bit your
kill?
horse and he pulled his head out of your horse, so he's not still grappling your horse with his
Right.
mouth.
And if he's still alive, I'm going to kill him dead. But which one did Alden kill?
The one attacking me.
He didn't kill
Okay.
him. He just proned him.
Oh,
And then I stabbed him.
okay.
This
cool.
guy's getting like
Riggedy wrecked. All
Yeah.
right.
Double teamed.
we've all just decided to gang up on this guy.
No, I'm gonna go after the bastard.
Your horse
who bit my
tramples him while he's
horse.
on the ground.
Oh man, just
So-
a giant middle finger to this dude.
Yeah, the guy, snaky man,
The
I'm
one who
gonna
bit your horse?
sword his face. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nat 20. Woo, woo. So okay, and I get to use my really big sword. I'm so happy.
Leave him in twain!
What was the thing we said for crits? It's like you get
Double
automatic
dice roll?
max damage and then roll the die.
Double dice damage?
I think it was like
Oh, max and then you roll?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
I think that's what
Sweet.
we agreed on.
Okay, so then there's at least 12, and then.
By the way, just
So that's 19 to his
19
weird
damage.
fanged face. Is he still up?
See, that's
Boy, I
20.
hope not.
32. Yes, he is still up.
Then I'm gonna
Jeez.
action surge and cut his head off.
Okay.
do it.
Miss it.
Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, probably. So does a 10 hit?
Nope.
Okay.
You tried.
I did.
All right, Xavier, you were getting multi-attacked.
Oh, that's rough.
God.
I'm
So-
gonna give disadvantage to the first attack.
Ooh.
Or actually, let me see if it's disadvantage for every attack or just one.
All right.
'Cause I'm not certain off the top of my head. Protection: when a creature you can see attacks a target other than me within 5 feet, I can use my reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. And that's all it says.
Okay, yep. Used on the attack roll.
Yep.
So, good call. A 20 and an 8. Both natural crits I've rolled have been in disadvantage situations.
Hell yeah.
All right. Then he rolls his next attack normally. 14, so that's 19. Can't win them all.
Yeah.
I tried to win them all.
I never win them all.
That is 5 damage with the scimitar. As you
Okay.
get slashed from the guy who's you turned your back on.
Yeah, I earned that one.
Yeah, the first slash hit your pauldron, and the second
You
slash.
said 5 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
First slash hit your pauldron, and the second actually cut between one of your plates a little bit.
Vic. Actually took damage.
Grunveer, 15. to
Nope.
hit. Misses. Alden, he is going to attempt to stand up.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him if I can. I used my reaction, so I'm not sure if I can.
No, yeah, use your reaction to help. Okay. While you are helping cover, he sort of crawls up the wall, digging his claws in, and sort of gets up to his feet, and then he lunges at you. 21.
It hits.
That's going to be 5 damage.
Piercing?
Yes, piercing damage.
Okay, then I just take 2 from that. How much poison?
That's 9 poison damage.
Rough.
Does this poison actually have like a recurring poison effect? Is in okay? It's just
No,
happens.
it's an immediate.
Could you say that?
one more time? Does the poison have a recurring effect, or is it just a one-off?
Okay.
No, it's just a one-off.
Yeah.
All right. So that is up for their turn.
I think it's
Alden?
me after that. Yep. Okay. A guy just bit me, and that's real weird. He bit me through my armor, which is super fucked up.
Bite him back.
With my flail.
Should have had a better gorget.
I'm gonna attack because it's better than having my dog attack. Yeah, I will flail at him again. Actually, let's think. Is this guy looking like pretty worse for wear?
Yes. Yes. Quite.
What about the guy attacking Xavier?
He looks pretty alright. He's bloodied.
Okay. Is that guy close enough for me to hit?
Yes. Yeah, you have to move a little bit away from the guy who just attacked you. So you're just doing like a little bit of a basically
shimmy.
like a 5-foot step, yeah.
Okay.
Old school.
So I am going to attack the guy who just attacked Xavier, and I'm going to use my goading attack to do it.
Ooh.
Goad that man.
So let's see if I can hit him, first of all.
Are you hitting him with a goad or are you hitting him with a flail?
A flail that makes him angry.
No, it's a goating attack. He's actually
Yes.
hitting with a goat.
Yes.
17 to hit.
Hits.
Sweet. So I will do a D8 plus 4 damage, and I will also add my superiority die, a D8, to the damage, and he will have to make a wisdom save.
For wisdom save.
Ooh, he succeeds.
This is a wise snake cult.
He's not confused by me,
He has been around the block.
but I did roll some crazy fucking damage. 19.
He's done for.
Deadzo?
Yes.
Dead!
He snuck up behind and he did 2 slashes. You're going to swing your flail and you take out the back of his knee and he just drops forward, and then your second one just takes him across the face and knocks the snake right out of his face.
I was definitely...
Not literally, just metaphorically.
Well, I was trying to get his attention. I didn't think it would kill him.
Attack me instead!
Whoops.
Oh god!
I'm going to use my bonus action to shield bash the guy who just bit me.
You overdid it. Yeah.
I'm about to overdo it again.
One more time.
17 to bash.
That hits.
Okay, he's going to go prone.
All right.
I'm just going to knock
All
him
right.
back off his feet again.
Just knock it. Yeah. He knocks and he falls back to being prone. It would originally go back towards Xavier at this point, but I'm going to give you a bonus action. If you want to use your reaction, somebody just fell prone in front of you. So you can get a free attack.
Yeah, I'd like to thrust a sword into him.
Yes. All right, so roll to hit.
Yep.
You have advantage.
Oh.
To hit, you're rolling a d6.
Oh. Advantage to hit, right.
Yes.
Doy. Okay. 21.
Hits.
Okay. And then roll damage. 7.
7. All right. Good.
Oh, right, both swords. Duh. Mm-hmm. Nat 20.
All right.
He gonna die.
So you deal the full 6, and then you roll the die and see what you get.
Okay.
Floor. You roll floor.
A 7.
Okay.
So, yeah.
8. That's a 2 down there.
Well, it's a 5 plus 2.
You said max damage.
Oh,
on
right.
the die. Math.
All right.
Arithmetic.
He is dead.
Yeah, I shove a sword into his neck.
All right. So, Xavier, you shove your sword into his neck, and you just pull it across, and he just gurgle. But the gurgle doesn't come from his mouth. It comes from his throat.
Fucking gross.
His neck stump. I believe is the medical term.
Actually, I was really hoping it would just be like a scissor blade, like at the neck base,
Oh
and
my
just
gosh.
These aren't lightsabers.
they're very sharp swords.
It's hard to do that.
You get a nice spray,
Okay.
like a fan pattern spray.
Fuck it, good enough for me.
On your clothing, and you see as S's head jerks back, you see the pupils just go back to being round. They're no longer snake-like. No more snake makery.
You took the potential right out of him.
Yeah. Man, I guess I cut him so hard he turned back into a human.
All right, Xavier, it's your turn.
Anyone alive?
Yep, there is still one more, and it is attacking Gwynvere.
I want to grapple him to restrain him.
Okay, yep, fair enough.
I've got a rope.
I'm going to have you make a...
Strength contested roll?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do a strength athletics contested roll. I'm going to give you advantage since you're using a rope, though.
All right. So that was a 13 and a 6. I'll take the 13. 19 strength. Is this guy just killing it?
Yeah, he is onto your stuff. He does really well, and you sort of throw the rope around him, and he just sort of moves his body sinuously, and the rope just sort of slides off of him.
What is a rope but a primitive snake?
Yes.
Brother, why are we fighting?
If you imagine the rope is being straight, the knots just undo themselves.
Also, if you undo the knots.
I'm going to stab this guy when it comes around.
He does
me.
a Gordian knot solution and just cuts your rope.
Free action to say something?
Yes. Yeah.
I look to either one of them and go, try and restrain this guy.
All right.
Shrug. I shrug at Gwen.
All right.
For science. It's for science.
/ Indy. It's your turn.
Stomp him with a horse for science.
Yeah, Indy's not too happy about being bit, so he's gonna do a kick. Do a real good kick.
Okay.
That's a real good kick.
Yeah, good boy. All right, so that is a 25.
Yep. Hits.
Yay! Okay. So I got 2d6. Oh. Same as last time.
What was it last time?
I'm thinking. It's late. It's late and no time to do math. 13 again.
13 again?
Yep.
All right. So that snake is unmade by your horse's hooves.
Cool.
So sort of stomp him to the ground
Yeah.
and stomp him a couple more times.
Yeah. Just like pulp his thigh or something so he's not quite
All
dead
right.
and we can talk to him like Xavier wanted. I don't know.
I don't want to talk to him. This guy's a jerk.
Oh, I've got plans for him.
He
Okay,
bit your
I'm
horse.
gonna say he's dying, and I'm gonna have one of you guys, and you can pick amongst yourselves who make a medicine check in order to save him.
Well, it's not a thing I can do.
Yeah.
I can do it. I can do it kind of well.
Who has
maybe?
the higher wisdom?
Don't say numbers. Yeah.
Does one of you know medicine? How about that?
Yes.
I'm not trained in it, but I know it.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got skill on it.
Let him do it then.
Do the thing.
We'll let her do the talking.
Nat 20.
All right. So
Just enough to keep him alive.
Yeah. You're able to resuscitate him, and with full consciousness.
Oh, have the horse stand on him. Or like
That
have
would
a
kill
hoof on
him. I'm
As-
pretty sure that would kill him.
Yeah. Before
As
we
you-
do that, can we tie him up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Before
assume
resuscitating
with
him,
your ministrations, he's getting up, and you're able to bind his hands and feet.
Oh, no. You're
as
not
he
going
gets up,
anywhere.
and as you guys are doing this and standing him up, you see a man step out of the shadows behind you, with a lit cigarette in his mouth. It's Dirk Greysteel.
How did I see him if he was behind us?
Reflection off of your shiny armor.
You feel his presence, and you turn around and you see that him step out of the shadows.
It's a presence I've not felt since... ...
Since last time we met in the patisserie.
Like 15
not that
minutes
long
ago.
Nice of you to step in when you did, Dirk.
Had to make sure you guys were legit.
I called it.
Oh, for God's sake.
You all heard me. I called it.
Well, it would appear it's time for someone to start talking. The next chapter of our mystery shall be uncovered Next time on Fetch Quest.